Hi again. Before we jump into the reading selections for this course, I just wanted to provide an introduction to American literature up until 1865, which is a course in major authors. And I really wanted to discuss, well, what makes an author great or major? To thoughtful readers in any season, major authors rarely signifies an indisputable array of greats with the capital G. This limited list is constantly in a state of flux. Browse through old American literature collections, and calling reading lists of today, for example, would provide plenty of evidence that each generation challenges and changes the list of greats, lifting up new writers and nudging others down the list. Such realities, however, need not be grounds for discrediting any selection of great American texts. And a major author's tour, mixed with a little healthy and playful skepticism, can provide an enjoyable experience as well as a strong background in some of the most influential American literature. So let's think of some initial discussion questions. How do you think literary worth is determined? Who do you think makes those choices, and what's included and excluded from the list of the greats? Why should they have an impact? What cultural forces and artistic values might be in play, and how much should they matter? What about mass appeal as measured by sales in a given year or over several decades? What's the effect of big-budget Hollywood screen versions of this literature with high-profile stars? What about popularity of another sort among professors in literature departments, for example? As we begin this course, it's useful to consider our own ideas or perceptions about majorness. Some of the words we might casually refer to in explaining choices of certain writers over others, such as great, universal, enduring, and major itself, well, these terms can be cloudy, evasive. As readers, we often question these choices. How did this particular author become major? Is his or her greatness open to debate? Is there a dictionary somewhere that establishes criteria for inclusion? Or does inclusion of any particular author reflect the opinions of many readers over a long stretch of time? Why do there seem to be so many major American authors in one brief period, such as the American Renaissance period, which is from 1820 to 1865? And so few major American authors in other eras, such as 1620 to 1820. Let's take a look at the reading schedule. Is there a favorite author of yours who wrote during this period who is not on the list? Do you think that they belong on the list? Why or why not? What is and should be the criteria for authors we could call major? I'd like for you to consider these discussion questions as you post to the discussion board. Thanks.